The title of this work is Most Things Happen to be Shared, which is a double entendre, with the first meaning being that most things just so happen to be shared, and the second meaning being that most things that happen should be shared. And so this scene actually contains two figures that are kind of sitting and just silently observing the landscape around them. This work leans a lot into the play of light going through foliage. As you can see, there's kind of a distant woods behind them, and then also this tree that's further up in the middle ground. And I tried to just capture the kind of different greens and the different movements that you see as leaves slightly rustle in the breeze. Water also plays an important role in this composition, taking up about the bottom half. This is something where I'm also trying to capture the effect of light in water. So you can see there's hard, deep shadows here, and then the place where the light's hitting is this kind of orange-yellow color field, and you might be thinking water isn't usually orange, but if you're familiar with water in Louisiana, it often is orange or brown. So the focus of this painting really is on kind of being a passive observer of, especially of landscapes and the kind of nature around us. So there's these two figures that are kind of silently observing the landscape around them, and this big tree in the middle of the painting kind of acts as a third figure, and I'm trying to create a real focus on the center here, and I'm almost inviting the audience to join these two figures and become like a third observer. And everybody's looking at the tree and just kind of trying to notice the little movements and rhythms that you can find somewhere like a tree or in water. You can see I really don't use much perspective in this painting. Everything is very flattened, but I find kind of when you look at it from a distance, it has a lot of depth, and as you get closer, everything completely flattens out and ends up being almost abstract other than the figures, which even the figures are painted using this loose brushwork to kind of blend into their surroundings and also show that there's not always a big distinction between an observer and their environment. And so as much as these figures are kind of brought out into the audience to look at the tree with everybody else, they're also a part of the image. So this is Most Things Happen to be Shared.